if you know, you know.
It's TCA in stereo.
From the city to the lake, we make a noise.
It's TCA summer sessions. It's TCA summer sessions. It's TCA summer sessions. Let's go. It's TCA summer sessions. It's TCA summer sessions. It's TCA summer sessions. Let's go. Let's go.
We welcome back one of our favorites, man. It's been a little while since you've been here.
Yes.
Joshua O'Connor. I was going to say from OSEG. That's not the case. We're going to get into all of it, man.
Heck yeah.
What's happening, man? Thank you for coming back in here.
Dude, thank you so much for having me. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
I think it was around this time last summer.
I think so with Maddie K, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's right.
I think that was the last time.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, a little back to school reunion between you two.
That's so good.
That was fun,
so good.
man. He was just in here a couple of weeks ago to talk about he's off to Manchester to see Oasis.
Oh, that tracks.
Honestly, yeah, of course it
that
does.
tracks. That absolutely tracks. Good for him. Good for him. That's awesome.
We were sort of, we've been joking around about that being, we just finished the Taylor Swift Eras World Tour. This is that for 40-year-old white guys, right? Like,
Absolutely. That or the Sabbath show that just happened.
That was
weekend.
wild too. Yeah, the on the same weekend over in the UK. Yeah, Friday night, Oasis got back together on the Friday night in Cardiff. That was their first show, and then Saturday was Ozzy's last show in Birmingham. Quite a weekend over there.
Yeah,
for,
legit. If you're a music fan, that was Mecca.
Yeah, that's right. And so also topical, but that was green room talk. So, but yeah, Matty K was in here talking about that and going over to see Oasis. But yeah, the last time you were in here, he was in here. That was a lot of fun. There was some moments where I had to sit back and let you two do your thing. Like,
wait, you mean where he brought up my wedding photos?
Or like,
from 20
remember that
years
time
ago?
in the grade 10 cafeteria? I'm like, yes, you two clearly remember that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun, man. I'm glad you're back. Glad you made the time to make your way back over to the studio. A bunch of things I want to ask you about, but you know where we start around here, and we're gonna have a pint.
Yes.
We missed you on the 31st over at the 10th anniversary party for the podcast. You had a legitimate geographical restriction that stopped you from taking part. So all's forgiven there.
Thank you.
While you weren't able to make
that.
it. We'll dive into that as well. But this is a 10%
Sick.
black IPA.
We're going to say some shit on this
We are
podcast.
going to say some things. And then, we'll trade edits on should that make it in? Should that make it
Beautiful.
in? Yeah, that's how that's going to go. This is the beautiful Bytown Black IPA, our 10th anniversary beer that the Nita Beer Company was kind enough to put together with us on their 10th anniversary as well, which was just kind of, happenstance or, happy coincidence.
Yeah.
I think this will be your first try of it.
I am
from my
genuinely
first try of it.
full sincerity. I am excited
Okay.
to have this beer. I don't really get excited for beers.
No, I know.
I didn't think I would get to try this. Okay. I was bummed that I missed out because I saw your Instagram post. I was like, fuck, I wish I was around for that.
My Instagram, I texted you. I invited the guy.
No, you did. No, you did. You absolutely did. You absolutely did. No,
I think what you said to me, which was stronger than what other people canceled based on, I gotta wash my hair that day, or at least that's what people who said no to me in high school would use. You said, I'm gonna be in Lithuania. And I was like, oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I can't be mad at that. And you were.
And I was.
We'll get into that. So this is, the TCA 10th anniversary Black IPA. Oh, yeah. Tandem, man. Beautiful.
That was really well done.
So what we said to Andy, the brewer over there.
Oh.
Tell me more.
Well done, my friend.
Okay.
That is delicious.
I had very little to do with it other than putting our label on it, our logo on it. What we said to Andy at the time was a stout, like we're dark beer guys on this show, stouts, porters, browns. I was like, turn some people off, right? Not everybody's into that.
Yep.
And we want this to be for everybody. We're a show for the world. The world's not responding, but we're trying. So we said to Andy, let's not do a stout or porter, but I'd like it to be dark. And a lot of people say no to an IPA. It's a little too hoppy. It's a little too bitter. And I said, if we did it together, the dark beer flavors could still be there, but without that heaviness, without that thickness, and the IPA body would sort of slim that down, but without the hoppy bitterness that turns some other people off. I want this to be approachable. And Andy's like, gotcha. Went into the brewery a few weeks later to see what he'd cooked up, and he's like, you're going to love this. Like, take a sip on this. I'm like, man, you nailed it. This is exactly what I'm looking for. He's like, yeah, minor side effect. It's 10%. Like, so approachability thrown over the shoulder out the window. But he did land where we roughly wanted him to land.
Honestly,
with one minor detail.
Your description's bang on, too. Because I'm like, I like Guinness.
Right.
And I'm an IPA guy. I love IPA.
Yes.
I'm like the hoppier, the juicier.
Okay, yeah.
Big IPA guy. And I'm just like, this is really.
It's kind of got the IPA body with the dark beer flavor.
Yeah.
And one minor side effect.
I love it's just like hanging out in my mouth in the best way. It like every time I put the can down, I'm just like, I would like more.
A little more of that.
Please and thank you.
Well, there is more of it in the fridge, so we'll see how today goes.
See what kind of shit I talk over the next.
That's right, man. Yeah, it was a bit of a bummer you couldn't make it, but everything was legit there. We'll work our way around to it, but we had a good time over there, but would have been made better by your presence.
I'll be at the next one.
Yeah,
I'll be at the next one.
Oh man, I'm not sure I'll be at the next one. I'm not sure the show's getting that far.
Heck yeah,
we'll see.
We'll make sure.
I'll be in my 50s.
Yeah,
that's so gross,
dude.
Maybe we should just have like a 11th anniversary show.
You know what? I am trying to come to terms with how old I'm getting a lot this week.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, because my kids are growing up and they're getting older, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like, this is my last year in my 30s, which is stressful, a little stressful. And then I feel like I'm just going to stop keeping track once I turn 40. No offense. But I feel like the best move is to just stop thinking about it until you have to think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have to think about it now. It's in the rear view.
But not that far in the rear view. That's the thing. That's why we get along so well. Is we're pretty close in age.
This is it, man. Yeah,
we're pretty close in age.
Yeah, no, we can throw down a few references that we can both pathetically recognize.
Dude, I feel like our pop culture vibes are very much on the same wavelength across the board.
Look, man, there's a bunch of stuff I want to ask you about here, but the biggest thing. And I want to focus on the good part of it, but you have stepped away from OSEG, which is where most of our listenership knows you from, and you've started your own thing. And I want you to tell us in great detail about the new thing, but first, just briefly, the decision to step away from OSEG, because you did some brilliant work for those guys, right? The Behind the R series, the other things that were ending up on social media, you were in here like it was nothing, naming people in Winnipeg, naming people in Hamilton, naming people in Edmonton who were doing great work. Like, you were fully invested in that world.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, where you decide, okay, is it I've come and conquered everything here, or is it just I'm ready to change everything, or, change everything. I'm ready to change my own path. What leads you to decide, I think I'm ready for something new?
Well, first off, thank you. Second off, I don't think I conquered anything, like, at all.
Well, we can disagree on that,
and we will. I promise you, we will. No, so that it had been in the works for a year that I knew I was going to step away no matter what. Mm-hmm. And I think if you know, you know type deal. Like, if you've worked in sports and you're my age, it's a lot. It's
young whippersnapper.
It's insane amount of hours. Like, you work at an inhumane pace for 6 months out of the year. It's incredibly stressful. And I have 4 kids, and I'm trying to, like, just live life. And
it'd be cool to see them now and then.
It'd be cool to see them now and then, for sure. But no, just from, like, a professional standpoint, they're just, how do I articulate this? I just wanted to do more. Mm-hmm. And that required
more work
to do that,
or
no,
more like
things.
more topics, more
sorry.
subjects,
See,
more.
I'm doing a terrible job of articulating. No, so like it's weird to say like I come from a business background, but I do. Like, I feel like I've had 2 very separate careers. I love the business and marketing strategy side of things in general. Like all the boring admin shit, I love. The going out and doing competitor research and all that stuff that has nothing to do with video production, I thrive at doing. And I just haven't got to do that for a very long time.
You did that in retail for a while too, right? Before you got to OSEG.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I really do feel like I've had two completely separate careers. Like I've had a full career as a retail manager, a customer service manager, and then I've had a full career doing video production. And I really enjoy aspects of both of those things. But I also, if I'm being honest with myself, like I don't see myself shooting that much. Like it's just from a physical demanding standpoint and from a desire to create, if I'm being super honest, I don't want to do the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Right.
Like if I feel like I've skinned this cat every way humanly possible, I'm going to get bored and then complacent and then become bad at my job.
Right.
And then I'm going to resent the thing that I loved.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, don't want to do that, obviously.
No, of course.
And so, I
still every day, like I love coming in here knowing, like I woke up this morning excited you were coming in here today going, this is going to be fun. Like this is a guy I love to talk to. I'd love to pitch the edit to someone else, right? Like,
well, for sure. But also a little inside baseball. Were you excited that I was going to come here on the right day now? As opposed to last Friday when I texted you to be like, when would you like me to come over?
And I'm like, oh,
it's okay.
I can get excited, but I thought it was on Monday.
Peeling the curtain back. Your boy's been traveling too much.
This is it. You've jumped some time zones.
I double booked you, and I double booked the day before too. I was like, that is just a bad week. I've never done that before, so it's just where we've been at. But So sorry to answer your question.
Yeah.
Just want to do different things. That's really it. It's super demanding. Working in sports in any position for that matter, not least of which mine. And so, I mean, it also, that separation happened at a very good time in the sense that I came down with pneumonia like a week later and was literally stuck in bed for almost 2 months, a little over 2 months.
Jesus, man.
So it kind of worked out in a weird way. And like things are good
sound
now.
Like working out.
Yeah, pneumonia sucks. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. Breathing is awesome.
Yeah. Love to breathe, man.
Love to breathe. We'll never take it for granted again.
Yeah.
But like a lot of good times, a lot of good people. Just kind of on to the next thing in life. It's something I will always look back on fondly. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to take a bit of time before I look back at it fondly, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like seeing your ex.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, there were some fun times, but like, there's a reason we're not together anymore kind of thing. I think a year from now, certainly 10 years from now, I'll be able to look back at it with a completely different set of eyes, so to speak.
Yeah.
And just be like, man, that was a really good time.
I want to ask you here from a random listener.
Mm-hmm.
This comes from a C. Hoffley.
Oh, Hoffley.
No. That's too obvious. This is from Chris H.
Chris H. Yeah, who could it be?
Who could it be? Did you leave because another coworker had left and you could no longer bear to work with him?
You know what? I wasn't going to go there. I wasn't going to go there. And I will explain to you off mic why this is funnier than you realize. But yes. That's what it was.
I should have asked that question further into the 10% beer. You all could have heard it, but now only I'm going to hear it.
It's true. I'm a little too sober.
Yeah.
Little too sober to pull back the curtain that much.
Okay, fair enough. I'm curious, now that you've stepped away from doing, the Red Black stuff, the behind the R stuff, which I think was universally, across the CFL community lauded as being just like over the top.
Bad? No, I'm kidding. Sorry. I'm sorry.
That was not the word I was going to use.
Compliments are weird.
Yeah, I understand. I shy away from them too. But that Behind the R series that you put together was something we had never seen in the CFL. And I know you're a deflect guy. Like, now there's other great creators doing similar things. Stop.
But there are.
Hey, stop.
Shout out BC Lions.
Okay, yep. They're That's all fine. We're talking about you right now, as uncomfortable as that's going to make you.
Let's talk about you.
I don't know why you showed up here if you thought we weren't going to talk about
You're a Leaf
you.
fan, I see. Weird.
We do exist.
I'm sorry.
We're out there.
I'm sorry.
Did you know that? We are fairly prominent in this.
Not a hockey guy, which we'll talk about later because I am a hockey guy, but to each their own.
Yes. I can't believe you can look around this room and think there's a chance this guy
I thought you were a Sens fan.
Right. So
boy, was I wrong.
Right. That the things that you did, and now that you have moved on, you've started your own thing, you've created new projects, and we're going to get into those. But are you able to look back? Is it any easier for you now to take those compliments or take that feedback and go, that really was a cool thing that we created. That really was an awesome opportunity between the content you were able to create, the openness that OSEG had towards, allowing it to happen, the amount of access you were given. Is it any easier now that it's not your 9 to 5 every day or 4 to 2 every day or whatever? Is it any easier now that you've moved on to kind of allow that to sink in and go, yeah, now that that's in my past a little bit, I'm really glad I did that. And I am proud of that. I think that was good work.
So I'll answer honestly. Yeah. I could give you my politically correct answer.
No, don't do that.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I don't really have to play PR right now, which
no,
is great.
You don't. That, yeah.
No, I don't think about it. And I haven't really reflected on it.
Have you ever watched it?
Yeah, actually. Yeah. So not even
outside the edits, obviously.
No, not even that long ago.
Yeah.
So being completely honest, yeah. I was putting assets together for my website and launching my business last year, and I went back and rewatched.
What's that website? We should hit that right now.
Createordie.ca.
Okay,
it's a pretty good website.
Hit it.
Yeah, I went back and rewatched the first 2 episodes, and it's tough. I think I was far enough removed from that show to be able to be like to watch it without being like, I would have changed that. The lighting's like slightly off, the shit like that.
Yeah, you're always going to nitpick a little.
Yeah, but it takes a while to not nitpick and just watch it for what it is. And I was like, you know what? This is pretty fucking solid. Like, just knowing the amount of resources that we didn't have to put something like that together, and the timeline on it, it was like, yeah, it's cool. But in terms of like looking back, like I'm just not there. I probably will be in a couple of years. The one thing that's kind of stood out for me is like I'm like redecorating my house, and this will make sense in a second.
Okay.
And so I've been going through photos, like I'm putting photos up all over the house, and printing out pictures of my kids and stuff.
Sure.
But in doing so, I've been going through and finding all the photos I took on the road and like all this stuff, and those kind of have stopped me a couple times where I'm just like, man, and not even photos of me,
right?
But just photos I've been able to take because of situations I was in and moments that I've captured. And like, I'm always going to be a photographer at heart. And so photos are just like cool to me in general. But yeah, there are a couple. And I had someone ask me recently on a shoot about photos from the last game I shot in Toronto, the playoff game that we don't need to speak about.
Yeah. It didn't go well.
Did not. But there are some photos that I took that day that are my favorite photos I think I've ever taken, and some photos that I'm like,
because this is the last one, or is it because they're just your best work?
I definitely knew for me it was. Well, I shouldn't say that. Going into the game, I knew there was a very high likelihood that it was my last game. Yeah.
If Ottawa wins, I'm still here,
but there's a chance I'm not.
Yes.
And I had a full fucking blown meltdown anxiety attack that morning over like this existential crisis.
Right.
Like, what if they lose? It was crazy.
I'm changing worlds tomorrow if they lose.
It was a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Anyways. So yeah, looking at the photos.
Different than the one I'm having, drinking beers that night going, I'm melting down if they lose this game.
Oh man.
It was different.
It was tough. It was very emotional before the game. It was very emotional after the game.
How many people in that moment know the final whistle goes? How many people know you're done?
Oh, that's a tough question to answer, because like there were few. I can think of like.
You don't have to name names.
No,
but is it...
no, and I wouldn't. Yeah. There were like 4 people, like 4 players who I had really nice moments with after that I will always cherish and appreciate. That knew. Actually, that's so 4 players, 2 staff, 1 in particular, and I will shout out Drew McCormick, equipment manager.
Nice, yeah.
It was just a good moment. And that shit means a lot to me.
Of course.
So that stuff, I guess, I can look back on. But for the most part, like in terms of being like, wow, like look what I did or whatever. Like I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will be. In terms of
you have it all, right? Like you can access it later if you want to.
No.
Really? Like
No.
you don't just on a thumb drive somewhere. The final cut that I sent to.
The only thing. What did I take?
This is wild, man.
No.
It's not even take. I'm not trying to get you in trouble for stealing staplers off a desk in the coach's office or whatever.
I'm trying to think. I think I took episode 2.
Okay.
I took a copy, like a full res copy of episode 2.
Yeah.
Which was the one that opens with Nate Bahar. For those who are listening who are just like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, there's episode 2 was arguably, in my opinion, the best episode. So I
this is episode 2 of the
Behind the Hour.
Yeah. But there was 2 seasons, was there not?
Well, so the full season one.
Okay.
The one where Jeremiah
okay.
got hurt.
Yes, okay. Is this that guy ran into us at the keg on that speech that Nate gave? Because I love that guy for that forever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. There's
Sorry, I'm all over your
dude,
story.
I'm bouncing around so much.
Yeah.
No, what's funny about that is that episode originally, so I can talk about this.
Yeah.
That episode originally ended with that clip that he got fined for.
Right.
Oh, he's not on the team anymore.
That's right.
So
yeah.
I mean, TSN aired, I think, his whole interview, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And I was shooting it on my phone. I had packed up all my cameras, but I was shooting it on my phone. And so the way it ended originally was, he's injured, he gets taken off, the game ends, and then it went from the locker room, like Coach Lapo talking in the locker room, to the outside, and then like a text thing talking about the fine for what Nate was saying.
Right.
But everyone kind of universally felt like it was too aggressive of a note. And like you come down so much being sad for Jeremiah to then just be angry. It was weird.
Right.
Like it just didn't feel right. And everyone was right. It just didn't feel right. Mm-hmm. And so we dropped it. But I still have that clip. That actually still might be on my phone, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I have the audio here. Like I thought quick enough because I know at some point it's going to get released another place. It's going to be beeped. It's going to be whatever. And I just grabbed. Nate's been in here a couple times. Like love Nate Bahar. And
he's the best. I talked to him a week ago. Not even. Like
great, man. Yeah.
He is someone who I sincerely hope will be in my life forever.
Yeah.
He's just a lovely human
great
being.
guy. Yeah.
But yeah, all that to say.
So I have steered you in 3 different directions.
I think I've steered us. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure I will. I do have kind of some ideas of wanting to put something together for myself and for my kids.
Sure.
Just to be like, hey, like I got to do this thing.
Kind of a reel, like a.
Actually, I want to like print something. Like I want to put like a book together for my kids.
Oh wow, that'd be incredible, man.
But just for my kids, for the record, I'm not writing a fucking tell-all book about anything.
But can I? For kids and Matt.
Yes, I could do that. All right. But yeah, so I did keep most of my photos too from every season. Not that there were many from the first earlier seasons, but I very heavy on photos last 2 seasons. So I value those a lot, and I want my kids to be able to look at, like, just be able to pick something up off a bookshelf and be like, yeah, my dad took these. Like, that's pretty
Here's
fucking
what dad
cool.
did at 35.
Exactly. Because like eventually I'm not gonna fucking be around, and I want them to be able to like be like, yeah, he was
40. He's already throwing that down, man.
Dude, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. So yeah, no, I want them to be able to see that you can kind of do whatever you want to do in life if you're willing to work for it.
Right.
And I think that is like something tangible that someone could pick up and be like, oh shit, like, you know, I still have the emails from 2015 where I was cold calling people at OSEG to film behind the scenes shit and no one answered me. And to be able to do what I did years later is like, that's pretty fucking cool. Like,
for all the toxicity that exists on like a Twitter, and there's a lot of it. There was a thing going around the other day that I saw, and there's this woman I follow, and frankly, I don't even know her last name, but she does fantastic PWHL coverage.
Okay.
And so I follow her for that. She's based here in Ottawa. And the tweet was, quote this with your lore, like things people don't know about you.
Oh.
And she just quoted it and said, I sent a tweet to the PWHL Ottawa franchise. No, I've got that wrong. I sent a tweet to the CWHL, the precursor to PWHL, saying, you know, are you looking for an intern, someone to run your social media? She's like, 2 days later, there's a game and I'm running their socials that night. Like,
That's
just do
awesome.
it. Take your shot, man. Right? Like, just take a shot at it. See what happens. Now she's working for Sportsnet. Now she's got like a full-time gig out of it. Give it a go. Like, just see what happens.
I would say that, and I would also say if you don't hear back, don't stop.
Don't stop.
Like that's like I mean that was 2015. I started working for the team in 2020.
Right.
Like it was always something, you know, I'll get like Facebook memories of being like, does anyone know anyone in the CFLPA? And it's like January 2016.
Sure.
And you're just like, fuck, that's pretty cool. Like 4 years later.
Yeah. I'm on the sideline.
Yeah, exactly. Well, 5 years later, if you want to get technical, thanks COVID. But
who hasn't thought that a time?
But it's like if there's really something that you really like, one thing or a few things that you really want to do, it's like if you just don't stop,
right,
you can do it.
Pedal down, just stay on it, man.
It's just you. It's kind of balls in your court perpetually.
So on that October afternoon, when the Red Blacks lose to the Argos.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what about October? I don't remember what I did yesterday. Jesus. Sorry. Continue.
Do you already, you know, obviously, you know, if they lose, this is your last day. How far ahead are you? Like, I don't want to keep you looking back. Let's look forward. Let's talk about what you're doing now and how you've got. Do you already have your plan laid out? Like on the Monday morning after Tuesday morning, I might sleep in a little, take a break. Do you already know what's happening next?
Yeah, so I had bought the website domain in December 2023.
Oh, and so you've known for a little.
Yeah, for sure. I'm old, as we've covered multiple times now. I just know myself, and I knew what the path was going to be.
Right.
To the best of my ability, I suppose.
Sure.
And so, yeah, like I bought the domain in December 2023, finished the website in December 2024. So like I knew, and then it was just like I'd got the opportunity to work with the World Juniors, and that was gonna bankroll. If I'm being honest, I mean, there's no sense in not being transparent.
Sure.
Like that gig was gonna bankroll a lot of the capital.
So we are talking about you finishing up in October 2024. The World Juniors are here in Ottawa.
Yeah.
December 2024. So you know that's out in front of you.
Yeah, I had been asked. Fuck, I don't even know the timeline on this. I'm terrible. And it's all 1,000,000% thanks to Andre Ringette, who is just a phenomenal human being who I should fucking text. I have not talked to him in so long, but it's like we're in season, so I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
Yeah, he put me in touch with two gentlemen, Chris Stapps and Philip, who work for the IIHF running content and social media, and they were looking for a video guy in North America, and Andre was nice enough to be like, hey, I know a guy.
Yeah.
And we hop on a call, and they're just like, well, we're doing World Juniors in Ottawa. Like, is this something? And I was like, yep, we'll figure it out. Yep, 100%. And so did that.
You said a few minutes ago, you're not really a hockey guy.
I'm not.
But you are aware that, like, this is a thing.
Yeah.
Like, World Juniors is a thing, and now it's in my backyard. And yes, I can work on that.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I've dabbled with the 67s over the years.
Sure, yeah, of course.
And, like, I love and will always love the speed of hockey.
Sure.
Like, I'm through and through, I'm never going to bullshit. I am not a hockey fan. If you're like, who's the starting...
No.
I don't know, forward, for the sense. Like, I don't know. But I know how to shoot it.
Yeah.
Ish. There are people who are so much more talented than me, but like I have an idea on how to shoot it.
Yeah.
But I love the speed of it.
Yeah.
Like compared to football, with no offense to football, I will live and die by football. Football is the best sport in the entire world. No commercial or less commercial breaks, I should say. it just moves so quick. It's like a tight 2 and a bit hours at most. And the athleticism and the aggression is just so good. Like it's nonstop. Like your mind can't wander at all. Whereas,
like I'm with you. I'm less educated on football than you, but I love watching great football. But it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And stop, reset. And I would assume, you'll correct me if that allows me to reset my camera. We're a little further down. We can,
which I miss. Like there's a certain,
but like I dump it into the corner at the World Juniors, it bounces off somebody's skate in front of the net, and all of a sudden there's some crazy.
There's different. It's funny because there's different levels of frustration. Where like with football, you're kind of, and maybe this is just me, because again, someone will fucking fact check me and be like, actually, you're shooting football wrong. It's fine.
Doubt it.
You're constantly trying to predict where the play is going to go.
Right.
Like you can, depending on where you're shooting, there are only so many places you can be and so many places you're going to be able to capture whatever the play is, whether it's a run play or pass play or whatever. And so you're kind of just constantly hedging your bets and trying to make educated guesses based on a myriad of factors.
Sure.
Down to like who's quarterback. Like I'm going to shoot differently for Dustin Crum than I am Drew Brown or Tyree Adams.
That guy's almost certainly going to run versus this.
Exactly. Yeah. Honestly. So you kind of have to have that built into like where I'm setting up.
Sure.
And just, being cognizant of those things. Whereas with hockey, because I'm still, with the U18s that we just did, which I'm sure we'll talk about, is like I've got to see a couple players a few times now. Like Sweden had a few carryovers, so it was like, oh, I know what this guy's like.
This is a pass first guy.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay. But the beauty thing about hockey, and it may sound stupid to some people, but from a filming standpoint, it's all going to one spot.
Yeah.
You're shooting
We're all trying to get to one place.
You're shooting the puck to one location.
Yeah.
I don't need to worry about the width of a football field.
That's right. I could pass it to
20
either
yards
corner.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
good
so
point, man.
I can always whip pan to the net.
Yes.
And chances are, if it's good or bad, that's where it's ending up. And so that's half the battle.
Right.
But it's the speed and like passing and all that kind of stuff that then you get into the details of like, well, where do I want to be positioned for this and depth and all that kind of stuff. I don't know where I was going with this. Where was I going with this?
I asked you about the opportunity to get involved with World Juniors here in your backyard.
So
does that opportunity land because it is in Ottawa and they're working with OSEG and OSEG has known you a little bit?
It was 100% Andre being like, I know a guy who I like and I think you guys would get along with him.
Right.
And it was like a 2-hour video interview from.
Did they ask you for previous work? Like, are you?
For sure.
Yeah,
for
you're
sure,
able to pass along behind the R stuff and
Yeah.
other things you've done.
Yeah, for sure. So I they asked to see work and everything like that, and then hopped on a call, talked for a couple hours, hit it off pretty much. I don't want to say immediately, but we kind of realized we would probably dig each other.
Sure.
And then when they came to town, like I just fell in love with everyone there, and kind of the rest is history. But I did not get that job on my own or based on talent or merits or anything. It was 100% like who you know.
Well, sure.
No, but it was
merit is one thing, but someone has to point to that merit and go, "See, look, this guy does good work." And
yeah, for sure. But like the way I would put it is this: if they posted that job on LinkedIn, am I really getting a look? Like maybe not.
Sure.
I'm just saying,
pays to do good work and put it in
100%. And kids, if you're listening, do good work and just don't be an asshole.
Ask your parents why they're letting you listen to this.
Yeah, that too.
And then do good work.
The term kids is getting broader and broader the older I get. So like kids is really like 18 to like 27.
It's funny. I for whatever reason, now and then my mom will listen to this show. She's proud of her little boy.
But she should be.
But my niece, her granddaughter, back in the day, would get in and mistake mom listening for this to me being on speakerphone in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And she'd be, "Hi, Uncle Matt." And Matt's just blathering on about last night's Sens game or whatever. And she's like, "Why doesn't he answer me?" It's like, it's not really a call, honey. Right? It's fascinating. So you mentioned the U18s.
Yeah.
This is the World Juniors here in Ottawa is where you get your foot in the door with the IIHF.
Yeah.
How does it take off from there? Because you have now done the U18s.
Yeah. So it worked out pretty well. So I had
Because it's pretty clear they're not just looking for the best local guy. Like, once they have you, they're prepared to be like, do you want to go here? Will you go here? Like, they recognize good work. Right?
Yeah, and like they're like that with photographers, and almost all the photographers are based out of Ottawa, and it's all Andre's crew. Yeah,
okay.
They're all just like Tim, Matt, and Andre are just like the best, and Andrea, who I haven't worked with outside of the Red Blacks, but my understanding is she does a bunch of IIHF stuff too. Of course, she's a fucking killer shooter. Yeah, that's all like his group, and they're all phenomenal at what they do. And I love. It's also really nice to travel and see a familiar face.
Sure,
like there's a certain level of comfort to that. We're like,
of course,
I know what the fuck I'm doing, and it's like we're okay. But yeah, so I had agreed to do the World Juniors, and then like a week before. Like I said, I was pretty fucking nervous. I was like, oh man, this is not gonna go well. And then
is that because you're not familiar with shooting the sport, or just the stage, or the?
I think it was just because it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah,
and it's different hockey. I say that with the utmost respect,
of course,
like truly the utmost respect, and like.
But the thing that makes junior hockey awesome is it's chaotic. Like,
well, yeah, there's just a difference between like shooting a 67s game and shooting like Czechia versus the USA, or shooting like a shootout in the bronze medal game. You know what I mean? Like that, where you're just like, okay, stakes are a little bit different.
Yeah, don't botch this.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, and so yeah, it's just different. So I was nervous about that, but then Hockey Canada's shooter like broke his ankle or something like that, and they needed help, and so. One of the managers at OSEG, Nicole, put me in touch with their marketing manager, and then I got to shoot some exhibition games with Team Canada. Mm-hmm. And
that was in Kingston, right? Or
no, here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like pre-tournament stuff.
Okay.
And so that kind of calmed my nerves a bit.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh, this is the same shit you've done. Right. Like, it's different for sure. It's higher stakes.
There's a maple leaf on that sweater. It feels high, but I've shot this before.
So it's funny you say that, because that was definitely a thing.
Right.
And I'm going to get so much flack for saying this, but like, I'm almost glad Canada didn't go as far because there's like a real, like, I don't know if it's like national pride or whatever, but it's like when you're filming Team Canada, like there's a
don't
weight
fuck it
to
up,
that.
man.
Exactly.
Don't fuck it up.
There's a real thing where you're just like, God, I don't want to fucking miss anything.
And you're not a huge hockey guy, but for the listener, like, if that Jordan Eberle goal happens in 2009 here in Ottawa and the cameraman is slightly off, you're like, that is an all-time hockey moment, and you ruined it.
Yeah, like, and the good side of hockey that I love and have grown to really love is, how do I say this diplomatically?
Don't say it your way.
Because I got all the, well, no, it's still TSN. I have a funny off-camera story, which I will absolutely not tell you on camera.
There's no cameras here. You can tell us now.
You know what? Or off mic. Where were we going with that? I took us on a journey.
Well, just coming out of World Juniors, they decide they'd like to keep you on.
Oh, so that's, sorry. Yes. So that's where I was going. The beauty of hockey, especially in Canada, and the way it's produced is like there's no pressure. So with the CFL, it's a little different because you just have TSN who's covering it.
Yeah.
And TD plays notoriously dark stadium, not the newest camera tech that they get to use, not a lot of replay options, not a lot of access to replay options. I don't think I'm speaking out of school when I say that. I feel pretty comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
So it's very limiting where you can pull your footage from and the quality of that footage.
Yeah.
TSN doesn't fuck around when it comes to hockey.
No.
You have like 18,000 camera angles.
Right.
The highest quality
video. It's the
video
World Juniors.
you
It's
could
their
possibly
biggest
imagine.
show of the year.
It's insane. Yeah. And so coming from a space where, you know, you're working in the CFL and you have like limited footage, limited angles. And again, that's not a knock. I'm just kind of stating
the difference in the product.
Exactly. To going to a product that is so heavily covered that if you miss a goal, people are like, don't stress. Like, what do you worry? Like, it's cool if we get an alternate angle,
cameras.
if we get an on-ice angle, a nice level angle, or you get a fan reaction. Like, that's awesome. But, like, there's less stress over the actual play itself because it's like,
that's fascinating.
Buddy, we have it from 8,000 different angles.
Because it feels like from the outside, not understanding the business, oh, you blew it.
1,000,000%.
But
you got
it
a
over there and
follow
up top
cam
and the
that's
zoom out.
lasered in on the puck.
Yeah.
And is like, has it perfect. Like, has every shot dead to rights. And you're like...
So even if you missed it, we just got... It's so-and-so's mom in the second row jumping up and down. Maybe we'll use that, right?
Exactly.
Like,
so, like, once you kind of get used to that... Now, at the same time, there is... You want to be the guy.
Of course.
You want that shot.
I got the shot.
Exactly. You want that shot.
The guy who got the Bobby Orr parallel to the ice, scoring the Stanley Cup. That's my shot.
You don't want to be like, well, fuck it, TSN's got it. Yeah. Like, I don't ever want to be that guy. And no one who shoots it is. Everyone, we're all fucking mentally ill. Yeah. And we're all like, no, it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
Shout it in sync.
Of course it's gonna. And I was waving at it and I'm like, nah.
And honestly, I think what I'm most lucky for in working with people is I'm constantly surrounded by people who are infinitely more talented than I am. And that keeps you on your A game more than anything, more than the safety net, more than anything is, yeah, man. Like I like Chris Apps, who's like my boss, one of my bosses, is just a fucking savage shooter. And like he got me to switch camera systems. Like I bought all new Blackmagic cameras because his footage just looked better than mine. Like I was just like, he just had an aesthetic and obviously a lot of that skill, but I was like, that's what my shit should look like. And you work with him. And then I worked in Texas with a gentleman named Toms, and same deal. Like, he's like showing me his videos and I'm like, I fucking suck. Like I shouldn't even be here. But like you go into each game being like, fuck, I need to step up my game because like these guys are killers.
Right.
And so like I love that aspect of it where, you know, and to tie it all back into the first question you asked me, it's like, I don't really have that at this in the CFL or like at the Red Blacks. It's like,
I remember you talking though, the last few times you'd been in while you were doing the behind the R, like, you were able to set up your own cameras wherever you wanted for the show, but anything that TSN had shot was like, I got to jump through some hoops here to get access to that. Like, is that sort of, whereas, you know, the IIHF, the World Juniors, the Under 18s, we're all on the same team here. Let's just get the best shot you can. We're all going to share. Is that an unfair characterization?
Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Well,
I don't remember what I said.
Well, just in the sense that it sounds like you're suggesting, and not unreasonably, the CFL has fewer resources than what TSN is pouring into the World Juniors. But when you were doing behind the R for the Red Blacks, you had your own cameras set up around the place.
Yes.
But you would then have to still go and ask TSN, can we use this even though you're our broadcaster? So it sort of feels like the hockey thing is more, we're all a community here, let's get the best we can, whereas the CFL was almost a bit... no?
So I don't know if it was that. So the CFL, and I shouldn't say the CFL, the TSN, especially last season as an example, I don't know if we used anything from it.
Sometimes you want the better call. Like AJ was slightly off this time, but
no. So the
Rod Black had a great call.
So okay, so I'll lay it out for you.
Do it.
I'll lay it out for you, like the pros and cons. And
I've
like,
done it poorly.
Whatever. No. I probably did a shitty job. I was probably complaining. You caught me on a bad day, and I was just like shit talking. No. So TSN, my last season with the Red Blacks, pros. We were allowed to mic guys up. I feel comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
It was sort of a secret for a while, but we were micing guys up.
Audio. Somebody was micing them.
Don't know who that was. No, so that was all like on the up and up. Everything was cool. But I had to run by TSN who I was micing up each week, and they had the ability to veto anybody, and we couldn't double mic anybody.
Okay.
Because broadcast takes priority. That was a thing. That's cool. Like
so double mic means we've already picked that guy. You can't have that guy.
A great example: playoff games. They're miking up the quarterbacks,
of course,
which means you're not miking up the quarterbacks.
You can't have it. Yeah, okay.
It means you mic up the center, so you get the quarterback. Sorry, that's
how you do that.
That's how you do that. You put two mics on a center, one in front of them and one behind them, and then you get everybody's fucking audio. Anyways, so yeah, that was cool. They were awesome about that. The only issue, and this might be rectified. This is year-old information, so please take it with the smallest grain of fucking salt. Getting a copy of the broadcast could take multiple days. And so
feels like that should be readily on hand.
Not my place to say.
No, it's mine.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to work with anybody.
That was always an issue where I could, and I mean, I have
I'm one of your teams. You're our national partner.
Well,
why don't we? No,
but I don't know that it's a TSN thing.
Okay,
that's all I'll say.
Okay,
and I don't know if it's this is where it gets weird politicking, where it's like I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I don't know who's responsible for it. All I'm saying is
it was hard.
It's not a lie to say like you play a game on Friday, you don't get that file till Sunday or Monday. Yes. That's not like that's just a fact.
If you ask me on the way out the door today, I'll give you a copy of this nonsense, like within 6 minutes, right? Like you can have it.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So that was tough. But what that kind of not forced you to do, because again, I have an undying allegiance to AJ Jakovic, and I will.
Man.
If I can pull his audio, I'm going to. And the beauty thing about TSN was I would, like as part of my workflow, you're offloading all your footage overnight. I would run, because you can't download the audio. So TSN 1200, get your shit together and let whoever the next generation of content creators just
AJ's coming in here in the next couple of weeks.
Download the audio.
When I hit him with that clip, I have an undying allegiance to AJ.
I do. No, I love him to death.
He'll love
honestly.
that clip.
It was like it's funny because like a lot of good memories I will look back on involve AJ,
course.
and like it's not even game shit. It's post game shit, or it's going out to dinner or beers the night before.
Yes.
I fucking love AJ.
The super AJ.
He's the
best.
All
love AJ.
He's the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I would just run OBS and record the audio from the TSN show, sync it to the game footage afterwards.
Yep.
Which always got dicey because I feel like at some point they removed commercials and so nothing synced. So it was a whole
horrible drift,
horrible fucking thing. In any case, so that's why you would hear AJ on a lot of stuff. Not even like split screen stuff that we would do, but it was just I could get AJ's audio immediately.
Yes,
because it would be online immediately. Yeah. Whereas TSN, the play call might be better or different.
Yep.
Not necessarily better, but different.
Oh, it could be though.
It could be.
It could be better.
But then I don't get it. Yeah, because there were a couple times where AJ was on a break.
Yep.
And something happened.
He was over at the World Cup.
And so, no. Like literally a commercial break.
Oh, okay.
And something would happen and they'd recap it, but it's not a live call. Nope. But I want that online within 24 hours.
Right.
But I don't have TSN's audio and I won't. And so, admittedly, this sounds terrible, but like you have maybe individuals who upload the entire game to YouTube immediately following the game and you rip the audio from that.
Of course.
Because they're stealing shit, so I'm going to steal their shit. But like...
I'm very familiar with the phenomenon.
Yeah, so it's like if you want a call bad enough, you're like, okay, well... Football fan 6969 uploaded last night's game, so I'm gonna rip the audio from that. So like that was always an issue, but again, I don't know if that's a league thing or a TSN thing.
Okay.
Like I truly don't. But no, overall, TSN last year and most years, great to work with.
Yeah,
no complaints. But just the sheer amount of resources they put into hockey.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly, and I'm not saying this to blow smoke to anyone who might be listening at TSN, you can hire me. I would put up like a World Juniors production against any NFL game. And I think
I'm so with you.
I think top to bottom, it's
we make it such a huge deal.
And
now you have to. It's got to be in HD or 4.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day in college, because I'm 1,000 years old. There would be like, watch this game in HD on channel 800 or whatever. And like, if your TV's capable of it. Right? And World Juniors was one of like 8 events per year that was available in HD. But that's the cash cow. That's their thing. Everyone's watching. It's Boxing Day at 2 p.m. You're probably a little hungover from yesterday and just firing up again for Boxing Day. Here's USA Sweden at 2 p.m. and we'll get you to Canada at 6 p.m. or whatever, man. Like, they make it a big deal. and they've turned it into a cash cow. Power to them,
as they should. Yeah. It's really, when you see the behind the scenes of it, and when you see it on TV, I think you could kind of easily take it for granted if you just don't understand the amount of work that goes into it, the manpower behind the scenes, like all the just to put it in context for anyone who's listening who is a nerd about this shit.
Anyone still listening is one of those.
Yeah, unless you checked out between our fucking ADHD conversation earlier. We can't keep track of what the fuck we're talking about. No, like all the elements you see, the green screen shit, the power post stuff, like all this shit, like that's all Christmas Day. Like
someone's working, man. Someone's missing
shooting
their family.
That shit
Someone's
on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, depending. Like that's just what they do, and they're the best at it. Like the people who are there are killers.
Yeah,
like they're the best in the industry, in the sport.
But when you say comparative to the NFL, it better be, because this is what we're all looking forward to on Boxing Day, right? In an entire country. So, look, there's a few other things I want to ask you about on this front, and we haven't even gotten to the important stuff, which is what you're doing now. And I have forced us way over the allotted time limit. Any chance you can come back tomorrow? Can we do this again? Can we take a look at what's ahead?
I mean, I would come back for you, but will you also have this amazing beer from Nita Brewery?
There's a couple kicking around. We can make that happen. Make that happen.
Yeah, for sure. I'm here.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We will be back tomorrow with more from Joshua O'Connor. So much to cover. I wish I could promise you there would be a better host here tomorrow to move this along, but it's going to be just me.
I'll be less ADHD tomorrow, I promise.
We will see you tomorrow for more Talk In Audio with Joshua O'Connor. We'll see you then.
CCA Summer Session.